Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a new day, a bright Sunday, a day that the Lord has made, that we should all be glad and rejoice in it. You don't like this day, which other day would you prefer? Today is yet another episode of Health Issues, bringing to your doorsteps from Richmond Media. At this moment, I would like to encourage my viewers and listeners to have their seats. Welcome to the program, and then extend your hands to others so that others will also be saved. Therefore, please invite friends and family members to join us as we discuss this important topic. This topic is related to everyone. Indeed, it is for everyone. Whether you are a commercial worker or entrepreneur, even if you are a housewife, you still work around the home within your environment. So therefore, I will encourage you to save time for this program as we discuss this afternoon program. This afternoon, the topic for the day is my health and my business. As you stay tuned, you will hear what is related to you that you can use this advice to guide your own health so that you can live longer than expected. At this moment, I would like all of us to continue watching the program as our Brother George Ackon, joins us shortly. He should be with us right now, but it looks like maybe he's getting something that is important. So, Brother George, you're welcome to Richmond Media.
Thank you.
How are you this afternoon?
By His grace and divine selection, I'm just enjoying the coolness of the weather in Ghana now.
Oh, is it cool?
Sure.
That is good news to hear.
Because there was a rain in my region. So by
Okay.
God's grace, I'm just enjoying that cool. But elsewhere, it's very hot, hottest, brightest. And they are just experiencing the sweating. Yeah. And I believe my viewers and our listeners too are also doing well.
Oh, okay. That's good. Great to hear. Brother David and the mom, how are they all doing?
By the grace of God and His mercy, they are also doing very, very well.
Amen. As today's topic emphasize on my health and my business, which I presume everyone living in this world has got a share concerning this program. Either you are working as an entrepreneur or a commercial, whatever, wherever, even a house help, a housewife, you're still doing something. So you need to listen to this to guide your own life and your footsteps. Brother George, at this moment, I think we will just go straight to the program as a stage. My health, my business. What is the overview of my health and my business? Thank you.
Okay, so I know my slides will be showing now. By the grace of God, we have realized that most individuals who are working, when we are talking about business, don't look at the topic business and think like you ask someone what work is he doing. He said, I'm a businessman. But you ask different person, then you see that he's just doing seamstress or those things. They are all business, water selling, anything that you do that brings money to you as an income is what we are discussing today. So we don't have classic a specific group of people. But the overview of today's topic is that the first thing for us to know that anything that we are discussing here, we have assessed that one, now in our world now, most of those selling water to get money, building houses for government workers to even rent, the tomato sellers, the farmers, the government workers, the politicians, the pastors, the MCs, and the others, they are getting enough and adequate money. But the sad point is that at a certain point in their life, then they had some sickness. So we want to give the information for us to have a pre-informed mind. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. Don't make a mistake of neglecting your health to save money. Whenever you are thinking of wealth, you know, being rich is different from being having wealth, because someone can have money right now just for something he will show off and that's all. But having wealth means he's having varieties of properties that he can take care of. So when you want to think about having wealth, think about your health. But most people neglect their health to save money, then at the end they suffer again to use their wealth to pay for their sickness. So one scholar, A.J. Materi, says that so many people spend their health gaining wealth and then have to spend their wealth to regain their health. So you see some individuals suffers most neglecting their health to get mansions, to get a lot of employment. But at the end, one kidney failure on dialysis and co can just let you sell all the properties you've gathered. And that is what we don't want our cherished viewers and our listeners to reach. So the lesson is of importance. We work to get money. Same way, health is like money. We never have a true idea of its value until we lose it. So we need to pay much attention to our health in linking to our business or the work we are doing, so that we will not lose it ignorantly. So when you ask about the overview of today's discussion, we don't want our viewers to spend or to neglect their health to get wealth. Then the time for them to enjoy, then sickness comes in. Then they will now use their wealth to care for their sickness, and they will end up with square zero. That is why we have brought this lesson this afternoon. So this is the overview of today's lesson. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother George. If now that we have the overview of the topic, how do we link health to our individual businesses or jobs? Thank you.
Yes. And there is a link between one's health and one's job. To our viewers and our listeners, before you embark or you enter into a business, they will first, any big business will first do or ask you to do medical screening. Based on your health status is what can guarantee you either to qualify for that job or to disqualify you. Same way, you might be a tomato seller, a banku seller, or fufu seller, choba, and the rest. But you realize that the moment you want to put your food on the table to sell, some health professionals will come to you that they want to look out for your screening, medical screening you have conducted. Then based on your results, will help them to allow you, guarantee you to sell the wache, to sell your rice, or to work in a professional, in a profession. So there is a link between your health and your business. Without your health, you cannot do a particular business. It means if you have good health, you can never enter into a business that you want to. So work or your business and your health are like twins. You can't separate that health whilst not working, and you can't separate that work whilst you don't have good health, because if you don't have good health, you cannot even work. So this is the link between work and our business, or our health and our business. So most people work hard and spend their health trying to achieve wealth. Then they retire and spend their wealth trying to get back their health, because they forget that as I am working, I need to, or there's a link between my health and the business I'm going to do. So our viewers, our cherished listeners, we shouldn't neglect health as a separate entity and business as a separate entity. But as we are working to get money, add in your mind your health also in addition. Thank you. You are on mute.
Sorry, as we are working, let's try to add our jobs or our individual businesses to it, and that will really work well for us as you enjoy the money, enjoy good health as well. But at church, now that we understand or you've been able to link our jobs to our health or health to our jobs, whichever way that we go, I think it's all the same. Yeah. What is the foundation of our better health? Thank you.
Okay. So because there's a linkage between our health and the work we are to do, God, per the origin, the onset, gave us three foundations that will contribute to our better life. Because if you have money, you have work, and you are the CEO of a company and you have money, but you are not enjoying the better life, then there's a question mark. So what are the foundation for our better health? Number one, God gave us what to eat. What to eat. So in the Garden of Eden, he prescribed what to eat. The second one, where to stay. Where to stay. So what you are eating as a businessman can affect your health positively or can affect your health negatively. The second one, where to stay. Where we are staying as business people can also contribute to our better health or affect our health. Then the last one is what to do, and that is the work we are doing. or the work business aspect, we are also trying to explain for our viewers to understand that yes, it's good for us to work, but as we are working, we need to make sure that we inculcate the idea of better health in regards to any level we are going, so that as we are climbing the ladder to the higher most part, we will not neglect our health. So the foundations for our better life is what to eat, where to stay, what to do. So you realize that in the garden, the place where the man was supposed to work was just within his vicinity or closer to where he is staying. Then it gives us a clue. So no wonder that, because work is important, in the Bible, Exodus chapter 20, verse 8 to 11, when God was giving the instructions or the commandment to man, he said in verse 8 of Exodus 20, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Verse 9, he said, 6 days shall thou labor and do thy work. So it means even in the commandment of God, in Exodus chapter 20, verse 9, he's encouraging all Richmond viewers and listeners to work. But as we are working, we need to make sure that our work does not affect the better health that God has given us. Thank you.
We have to make sure that our work does not affect the better health that God has given us. I was about to speak like I'm an American, but I'm not. I'll still stay within the British zone. Thank you so much, Brother George. If that is the case, we work and then uh, we come to our individual homes without realizing that the work that we are doing affects us in any particular order. If that is so, how can the work that we are doing affect our lives?
Thank you. Here is one of the important aspects of the presentation that we should all take note. We are working because it's a commandment from God that we need to work. But if you are not also careful and mindful with, aside looking out for the money, inculcating the healthy or our health into it, some of our work and the activities that goes on at our workplaces can affect our health. So some individuals will not get the consequences when they are working. Some get it when they have retired. Some get it as they are working to certain age experience. Then they now use their wealth. Now let's look at this. The first thing is that inadequate knowledge about the work I'm going to do. You know that most people, because everyone is going to work, everyone is setting up a tomato shop. So he's also setting up tomato shop. So he did not plan, did not study about it, then goes for a loan. Then he knows that you are going for a huge loan to sell tomatoes, of which few days it can get rotten. Because we don't have the idea of the work that we are going to do, we were not having the capital, so we went for loan. Now what happens is that after a few days, because people were not buying it regularly, then it gets spoiled or gets rotten. Then they are now chasing you for their money. Whenever you see them, you feel, one, fear comes in. Two, you begin to have palpitation of the heart because you don't have the money and you are running at a loss. So the inadequate knowledge alone about the work that we are doing, because some of us are like follow, because we have heard that someone planted cassava, it grows well, we want to plant cassava. Meanwhile, we don't have any idea about farming and we don't try to even learn from those individuals. So it's very, very important that we have knowledge. So inadequate knowledge of a particular job we want to embark on can affect our health. Number two is that some of us, because of the nature of where we stay and the work we do, we don't sleep well. We wake up very early because one, we want to beat traffic. Because even if the person woke up at dawn, he will end up reaching the workplace later in the day. So most of us, the work that we are doing and the locality where we find ourselves affecting our health. Why? Because we don't sleep well. We wake up very early. Then because traffic too, we come home very late. So as you are seeing the screen, the person wakes up very early, will join the queue or the traffic, but at the end comes home very late. So the late sleeping, the traffic issues, that stress alone predispose a lot of people to some diseases and some conditions because of violation of the laws in regards to rest. The second or the third one is that some of us tends to be like we don't have time for work and we don't have time for home or rest. So at times we have closed from work, we have come home. Instead of us to plan our working days well so that we will do most of our work or our activities at the workplace, and when we come home we rest our mind from work, we end up even working whilst we are in the house. And when that becomes your lifestyle, at the workplace you are busy, when you come home you are busy, so the time to even sleep you are just yawning and behind your laptop working from. So that stress alone can break you down at a particular point in time or in your life, and you end up whatever money you are getting spent on your health. And we want to also raise that alarm. Another aspect, some of us, the nature of our work does not help us to eat in the house. Example, our drivers. So you realize that most of our drivers don't eat in the house. The time they eat is traffic eating. So when they are going and there's traffic, then they'll buy, drink, biscuit, drink, bread. That is their eating time. And that is when they will eat. Afterwards, brew. So most of us, especially our drivers, so he can wake up early, affecting sleep, did not eat in the house. As he's going out, the only time he's eating is in the traffic. So don't have any relaxed mind. But we forget that even as we are in front of the steer, we need energy. And energy comes from the food that we are eating. But because we neglect, they are working, overworking. We can buy 3 or 4 cars. But you realize that when you break down, then you are now selling most of the cars to treat your conditions. And the things that even we are drinking or eating at that traffic zone resembles food, but it's not food. Therefore, it gets into the system and it breaks down the system. And most of our people are suffering from a lot of conditions. So we need to be mindful of that. Another aspect too is that most of us, because of the nature of our work, we want to beat traffic and the rest. We don't eat in the house. And what we eat is the chobas, the restaurants, and the other food vendors. That's where we always eat, morning, afternoon, evening. Because at the time we are coming home, we will reach home late. So least do we eat from the house. But mind you, I am also someone selling your banku, your any food that you want to buy outside. I'm also thinking about my money, but most are not thinking about your health. So if you are unlucky and you are buying food consistently from the one thinking alone from his profit, but not your health, the things that they will be using to prepare food for you wouldn't contribute to your better health, but it will contribute to that person's profit. And at the end, you break down because you are always eating from unknown sources. So we need to be mindful of that. The nature of some of us, our work, help us to dress in a way that can appeal to the sight of individuals. So like the secretaries, like the waitress, and the rest. The person is having pot belly, but because they are saying dress nice, so that your dressing alone can catch the eyes of people to come. So you realize that if the person is working from Monday to Friday, or from Monday to Saturday, or from Sunday to Friday, look at the longer times he is working. Then he wants the tummy to be flat, but he himself or she herself is not having flat tummy. So you take lawyer, and that will be the corset. At the end, it becomes your lifestyle. You are modeling, you are doing this. So how it will end up is that you get the money, but this will put pressure on your abdominal cavities. Then at the end, you use the money to be curing for your stomach problems. Some, you need to stand on a high heels, because they are saying, oh, here you need to at least raise your height a bit. And as you are raising your height, you are putting pressure on the blood vessels of your legs or your limbs. Then you work for some years, then you have what we call varicose veins. Then you need to now come and spend money on this. But then when they get to know that you are sick of this, they will now give you the chance to wear down shoe. So as you are choosing a particular work, think about your health. God knows that the face, because it will be exposed to a lot of air and a lot of sun, he gave it a broader size so that perspiration, it will also be sweating. Sweating will come from there. But the nature of the work you are doing, you have applied some pons and some things to your face that you don't sweat. You don't sweat. And the more that you apply and you are not sweating, it's affecting the circulation in your face. At the end, those things will get into your blood, poison your blood. Then when it becomes your habit for longer time, beloved, you are likely to suffer from a lot of conditions that the money that you have heaped in the bank, you use to take care of your health. Now, the nature of some of us, some women, their work, it's like they want to do commercial sex workers and the things. And that will lead to the dressing. And we are even training our children in that same. But you see, you'll be exposing your extremities. And the more you continue to do this, what happens is that if it's your breast area that you are exposing, and some will go on with very tight braziers, like our women, very tight braziers. So they'll hip the breast up so that they'll get customers. Yes, you get customers. But that pressure within that thoracic cavity, the upper part, will put pressure on your heart, put pressure on your breast, put pressure on your spine because of your brazier and how tight it is. Then as you are aging, or as you are improving or going higher for years with the work that you are doing, contributing to the pushing up of your breast and things, will lead to chest pains, heart palpitation, spinal problems. So we need to please be mindful of certain activities that goes on within our work that we are doing. Yes, some of us, the nature of our work will let us sit for long, especially the tellers when you go to the bank, the secretaries, the CEOs, the bosses, the seamstress, those who are sewing, the drivers, the shoemakers, and those trading, those selling tomatoes and the rest. The nature of our work will let us sit for long. And if you are not careful, because it's getting to a festivity and people have brought you a lot of materials to sew for them, you are not thinking of drinking water. You are not thinking of even standing for a while, but our focus is sitting down, then just your hand, your arms, then or some people, we use our feet to be doing the sewing. Prolonged sitting. When that becomes your habit, what happens? That's what the first lady is showing us. Back pains, pressure in down your lower side. So prostate issue, back pains, spinal problems, then leading to a lot of conditions, because as you said, you are not moving your legs. So blood circulation will be impaired. Then they are complaining of sciatica and the rest. So these are some of the activities that when we get to the preventive side, we will look at how, if I'm working in those areas, I can do so that this will not affect my health. Because we have some people who are doing the same stress, who are the secretaries, tellers, but they are not sick. But we have majority of them too who are sick because of the prolonged sitting. We need to be mindful. Now to our women who sell the kenke, the bread, the wache, the tozafi, who cook for people. You know that we are more exposed to heat. Therefore, we are the same people who need a lot of cooling nature. So, we are the same people who wake up very early. We don't sleep early. We sleep around 12, 1 o'clock because we are thinking, okay, in the morning, this school will come for kenke. Okay, this shop will come for bread. This police people will come for kenke. So we will just be sharing, drawing. Okay, so we do shito, the ginger, the onion, the pepper. We are just calculating, writing, doing things. Then instead of us to sleep, we are awake, calculating things. But in the morning, we are closer to the heat. But do you know something? When the more people expose ourselves to the heat, when we want to sleep, God produce some cool hormone that will help us to cool the system. So when you wake up in the morning, you get your energy to embark on your business. But if you violate all these things, early morning, you are always in the heat. Then in the evening, you don't rest your body to regain the health. You do that, then they'll say, oh, this kenke seller, she has built mansions. She has extended the business. Yes, you extend it. This bread seller, yes, you get it. But at the end, you realize that one day, one particular condition, at times it will be like just malaria. You get malaria. Then it will reveal all the hidden conditions. Liver, kidney, BP, diabetes. Then you now, one drug, you now go to your bank, whatever you are saving, you bring to buy drug. If you have diabetes, you need to get your glucose strips, glucose machine. So you check and take money. You buy your insulin, plus your insulin syringe, plus your tablet and co. You realize that you are now taking the money you have heaped. Just the rest alone will let you squander all your money in the bank. So we don't want our viewers who are selling to us, to people, to engage in those things. So we need to be mindful. And do you know that some of us, the nature of our work has led to confusion in the house, because the mother will wake up very early and put the money on the table and will just tell the elderly child that your money is on the table. So when you close, go and stay with this auntie who is closer to our house. In the evening, you can use this money to buy food and come and eat. So their children are not even feeling the presence of the father or the mother, just because of the nature of our work. So you see some people like the pastors, he or she is married. The conference or where the locality, the region that he's working, you see, if you are not careful, you go to this region, come to this region, the family will just see you once or half a day. Then you go to this place. At the end, you are preaching to people for their children to be good. But when you come home, the family is spoiled. Like some individuals, we don't have time. From morning shift, we go to afternoon shift at a different place. We go to night at a different place. The only time our children will see us is when we are coming to change. When we are coming to just change. So we are not able to even correct errors in the family. So you are a counselor, but you are counseling some individuals' children. But your house, you have not even get chance to study your children, to counsel them. So people will see you and say, hey, this person there, the family is lucky. Oh, they have gotten this pastor, they have gotten this MC, they have gotten this nurse, they have gotten this professional person in the house. But they will come to the house and mommy, daddy, nowhere to be seen. People are taking care of our children for us. Then at the end, you want them to be successful in this line. But those people have also trained them to different angles. So you get money. At the end, your child might be weed smoker or drug addict. And every day they are coming to your house. Your child has come to steal from me. Meanwhile, you are rich. Your child has come to spoil this. Meanwhile, and you'll be paying debt, and you'll be thinking when you go on retirement, that work that was taking all your time, you can't hand over to them because probably it's a government worker and co. So you are not coming to stay in the house. That is when your children should give you a peace of mind. But that is the same time they'll be bringing troubles, and that will give you stress, leading to hypertension, leading to kidney problems, then early death. You will not enjoy your money because at the end some crowd will steal you. So we need to think of the nature of our work and the family that we find ourselves. Now we are strong, we are youth, energetic. So with little loading, like the cement, like other things, when people are there, you can let them help you to carry loads. And when you want to achieve something, don't base on your current strength. Instead of taking one cement at a time, you are taking 2 cement, some 3, then they'll carry. Because you want to finish fast, get money so that you can go to different company, load their cement, get money, come home. It's good. You are just looking at the money side, but you are not thinking about the health aspect. So realize that over time, then you burn. So as you are coming in a different working arena. So we need to be mindful that save your energy whilst people are around. Don't be like, I want to carry more loads at a time, because if you are not careful and you get just a fall with this load and it affects your spine, your walking will be impaired. Then those monies you now invest in your health. So we need to be mindful of it. Shift workers, we are one of the people suffering a lot, like the nurses, the doctors, the securities, the students, because shift basis. So we mostly neglect the sleep. And unfortunately for shift workers too, is that after their night, they are also not able to sleep. Some will spend the whole day again in doing different things. So the more you engage in it, the night without resting, you realize that your eye color changes to yellow. Then it tells you the liver is in distress. You overlook. Then it affects your urine. And when you are urinating, your urine color changes. And when you are urinating, it begins to come in a foamy-like area. Then you begin to neglect. Then it's leading to a lot of conditions. So shift workers, what we also suffer is that during the day, that the sun is also out, that we need to have the exposure to the sunlight. That is when you are also in your room. So you not even get the exposure to the sunlight. So whenever you are a shift worker, think about your health and know how to adjust to things. Else, you get your money, but at the end, you break down. So to our students, you realize that they overstay in the night, go and write the exams. After 7 days, most, they will forget everything. That is chill, poor, forget. But those students who were able to use their time well, and they were able to sleep at least before those things and were not overstaying in the night, they are able to apply. But we those who chill, overstay, chill, poor, after writing, you can get first class. But after 7 days, forget. So now you employ first class students, then that's the end. He's not able to apply. The next one is that when you are a laborer at a workplace, you used to walk. You used to walk to your place. But as you are going higher, now you are no more a commoner. You are now the boss. You see, a car will come and pick you in the house. The car will pick you from your house to your office. Break time, when you were just a commoner, you were going to the canteen to take your food. But now you are a boss, they will bring you food. Any letter, secretary, bring it. Then at first, when you were a commoner, you were going there. But now you are a boss, you are just there. So you car will pick you to your office. To your room, you will go. Calls, bringing you information. At the end, you realize that as we are growing higher, so that higher too, you see, it comes with money. If you are the deputy director or the director, it comes with money. But if you are not careful also enough, it will affect your lifestyle, because things will also become smooth. And if you are not careful, that will also affect your health. That's why when you are a commoner, you are energetic. But when you became the director, you are becoming older than your age. We need to be very careful. So these are certain activities that our cherished viewers, if we neglect, you get the money today, but tomorrow, then we are using the money that we have get to take care of our health. Then we end up in square zero. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother George. We don't want to end up in square zero. So, therefore, at this point, when we are choosing a job or a work or a business, what factors should we consider that will benefit our health? Thank you.
Okay. So before you start up any business, we need to just not say because people are doing, I also want to do. You need to study something about your business that you want to do. So we need to invest in our health, because your health is an investment, not an expense. Your health is not an expense. You need to invest in your health. So invest in your health so that it can benefit your business. So good health is the best wealth. But before you set up a business, you need to read about the business. Read about it. I want to sell water. What type of water can I sell? Is it the sachet water or the bottled water? And if I want to set up, where and how should I do it? Should I carry it on my head, or I put it in an ice chest, or I just rent a shop and do? Read about it. Do research, thorough research about the work you want to do. Oh, I want to do mechanics. I want to do nursing. I want to do police work. I want to do engineering. I want to do farming. Search about the work. Don't only search about the work and the profit. Search about the work. Aside the profit, that is where we always look at. Look at effects and the consequences that it can have on my health, so that it can guide you. Oh, I wish I could have done this business, but I realized that the consequences on that particular job, when I want to compare to this particular job, this one is cooler than this. Before you end up writing your proposal or set up that business. So search about the job very well, the consequences. Search about the health risk of that job, because some individuals, before we set up any business, or because we are in the house for long and we want to enter into a business, we just take our application, disregarding all forms of the risk, but rather looking, okay, every week they are saying they will pay us 1,000 Ghana cedis or 2,000 cedis every week. Hey, then a month I can get like, so we will be calculating, month I'll get like billions. Okay, if I give this money for rent, this for light bills, or I could still have huge sum. But we don't study the health risk, because most work that comes with a lot of money have health risk that we don't mostly look at. So you want to enter into the mining center. Okay, oh, just digging one gold, I can get like billions of money. Okay, but we forget the health risk. So before you enter into any business, searching for the profit, the money you will get, think about the health risk. Some people have also done the work before. You can approach them. Some are still in the work. Some have retired in the work. Look at those who have retired from the work that you want to do. Carrying things. Okay, some people have retired from carrying loads. Some people have retired from this particular profession. What is their result now? Some retired and they're having stroke. Some retired, they're having hypertension and health complications, eye problems, and the rest. So aside the money, is this my end? So you search for all those things, but we always search for what will be my monthly salary. And when we sit with the bosses, the business people who want to employ us, we don't ask about the health implications. We always think, okay, is there any allowance, incentives, any accommodation? That's all. So we need to think about those things before we enter into those things. So search for the work, the aside the profit, the health implications. Some individuals have passed through those lines. Look for their resource, their retiring age. How are they? Are they still energetic? Or some people are doing some painting, some spraying. At the end, they are having kidney problems, and you want to, if you spray one plot, you are going to get like Hillsam. So because you think of Hillsam, you forget about the inhalation of the chemicals and the rest. You enter, and at the end, you get the money. People will see you bossu, but at the end, you are having sickness, and they will never call you bossu again. Because when you get the sickness, your lovers will leave you, and you will suffer alone. We don't want you, our cherished viewer and our listener, to read there. So these are the things you need to search for, aside looking for your salary. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Aside looking for your salary, there are some things that you need to search for in order to start a business, to start a work, to start anything that you wish for. We have some comments here, and I would like to read them out to recognize our viewers and listeners. We have Sister Gifty Mfum Amwakon says, God bless you, big bro. Thank you, Sister Gifty, for your time and your support for Richmond Media. Dachi Hima, special official, says, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching us, Dachi Hima. Indeed, we do appreciate you so much. Nyami Inshira will be brave. Sister Christina Sapon says, thanks, Richmond Media, for this important topic. God bless you, Sister Hannah and Brother George. Thank you so much, Sister Christiana, for your time and your love for Richmond Media. Always, every week, supporting us. We do appreciate your support so much, and we recognize and acknowledge you to the whole world. Thank you so much. Sister Gifty Mfum Amwakon continues to say that thanks so much for such an insight. Indeed, you have also contributed to the program. So we say more grace to your elbow as you keep watching us each and every week, so that the program will be enjoyable. Because without you, we cannot just come and sit here and talk. Who are we talking to? It's you. And you are also listening to us. So God bless you all for your support and love for Richmond Media. Thank you so much to everyone who hasn't been able to send us a comment that we'll be able to acknowledge you. But if you are watching us at this moment, we entreat you to please just give us a shout out, and then we will also respond aloud. Thank you so much. Brother George, as you we come to the uh, closing point of our program, I want us to finally to throw the question to you, our viewers and listeners. If you have any question concerning the program that we are having discussing at the moment, please don't hesitate to send us the question, and we'll do our best to answer you within our capacity. Brother George, how can my job as an individual, I'm using myself as an example, your job, her job, his job promotes our health? Thank you.
Thank you.
The reason
I
why I
know.
said, hold on, the reason why I said his job, her job, my job, because sometimes the job that someone is doing, or a business, or whatever someone is doing, can affect a different person one way or the other. That's why I
Exactly.
put it in that context, so that everyone will have a share in it. Thank you.
Welcome. I know one day Sister Gifty Amwakun Infum will join us. So
Hey,
we
sister.
are just, yeah, we are just sending the message, right?
Oh, thank you, sister. We are waiting for
Well,
you to join the
sure,
team.
sure,
God
no
bless
problem.
you for accepting it in advance.
Amen. We have said amen to that. Okay. So we love our cherished viewers and our listeners so much. So much that we want you. It's good that as a cocoa farmer, when the money starts coming, you don't suffer from stroke, but you eat whatever you have suffered for. It's good that as a pure water seller like me, when I sell my water and money start coming because of the small susu I'm doing, I need to enjoy, but not for it to go against my health. Same like health professionals, same like the MCs, our pastors, all over, everyone watching and listening to us. How can my health or my job promote my health? Yes, we want to restore back a healthy body or want to restore health to the body. Engage your children in whatsoever you are doing. Example is what we are seeing in the screen. Let's involve our children in some petty things in the work, in the house, because you know that even to get good health is a work. You need to work for your health. I cannot work for your health. So we need to, as a family, work, and that is what they are doing. If you are chopping tomatoes, let your child slice the onion for you. Then this one fetch water for you. It's a work, and that will give you good health. And when you have that good health, you can do your business, because we are saying health and business goes in one. But if they are not helping you, you are stressed up. You alone doing the cookings. They don't know how to cook. You go to your business camp. Then they will also suffer sickness because they don't know how to cook. At the end, you get your money, they are sick. And you need to, when they are sick, you need to go off from your work and go and stay with them on admissions. So that's the first thing. Family involvement. Petty work in the house. It's also a work. Like you wake up, some small gardening, try to make beds in your house. Not beds like animal. Some beds that you can put some flowers in it, some seedlings, so that can purify your air in your area. So after your strenuous work, you come home, there's a serene environment in your house. So it's also very, very important. Then you see some individuals, because they hard work, they have been able to acquire some money, they invested in their health. So they decided to go closer to nature. So they buy some land close to nature so that they can enjoy the green land, the fresh air. So when they even come to the air polluted workplace or city to work, weekends or some off days, you not see them in that city again. You see them at their countryside. So if you have money, you can also acquire at least some plot at a particular place, so that after your resting area or during your resting area, you go and enjoy fresh air. And when we keep on doing that, it will promote our health. So you see how some nature it is and how healthy the environment will be. So those who can afford, let's afford. Those who can afford, during our resting period, move out from the polluted air area, go close to nature. It might probably be some distance away from your house. Just walk in there, inhale the fresh air, enjoy nature, for you to regain whatever pollution that has come into the system. That is very, very important. But we think that going that, hey, we are wasting time and it will affect our money. No, don't do that. Then, as you are thinking about your better health, some individuals, it goes with principles guiding the work we are doing. Beloved, some will sit in air condition throughout the week, and when they go to the house, still air conditioned. But you make sure that wherever your work is being located, it should be airy. And if your office is full of full nyanya air conditioning, don't always sit for secretaries to be bringing you documents. At times, you put some of your documents from your table down, so that some minutes you burn to take. Sometimes you walk to the secretary to do the typing for you. Then when they finish, tell them to call you. You go and send it to the place to do your photocopy. So it will be like, as you are in the workplace, you are working within. At times, don't let them bring the food to your office. you should always walk also outside your air-conditioned area to your cafeteria to eat, and that will help promote. So our workplaces should be airy. Adequate sunshine. You see, because some of us shift basis or the work we do, you enter into a particular company. As you are entering is where you see the morning light. As you are coming out is evening. Then another shift will come. Like the factories, the industries, we are not exposing ourselves to the sunlight. So we lack the vitamin D. We lack the antioxidant that will help fight against cancer and other harmful ingredients. Then at the end, you get your money, though you stay there for longer time, but at the end it affects your life or your health. Some, because we are working and they are serving us there, we don't control our appetite because we did not pay. So they bring you this food, this drink, we eat anyhow because we did not pay. Our work, and some individuals too, our work, what they sell closer to our workplaces, let's say kenke, and in the house, what they sell there is porridge. So in the morning we take porridge and sugar and kose or bread. Then in the afternoon they go to the kenke seller or the banku seller, banku okra soup. That's all. So Monday porridge morning, banku in the afternoon. Tuesday porridge morning till the last day that they work. So always outside food. We are not temperate with whatsoever comes our way at the workplaces. So you are the boss, so they serve you anyhow. Yes, you need to be cautious about whatever they serve you, and by being temperate, it will guide you. Rest. Our work shouldn't overtake our rest. The work that we are doing, the more that you don't rest as in what? Number one, resting in God. Resting in God. You see, some of us, we are working, we are getting more customers. Then we begin to think, hey, this person will go and do juju or juju me, or this person will go and do some concoctions and apply at my place. Hey, as I'm getting more money, some evil people will do me. Like every day, doing, people are doing you. But if you trust God and you rest in Him, it will give you inner immunity to be able to fight against fear. And that fear alone will help you have a serene mind at your workplace to give out your best because you are resting in God. That's the first rest. Another rest is your time. Sometimes your off days, or if you are not working per shift basis, sometimes take rest so that you regain your health to come and carry out with the other days or other months, other years ahead. Just a day rest, and the money you lose that day will not drain your health, but that alone can help promote your health so that you can be able to work more. That is very important. Our work, some individuals, it affects our way of exercise. So because of the nature of our work, we don't exercise. And some, like the tellers, the office workers, and the rest, the moment we said bam, next, the nurses, the doctors, next, we will be doing next, or ringing bell, then the next person will come. If you are not careful, the whole day will be sitting, and that alone will make your work become inactive. And that sedentary lifestyle can lead to a lot of fat, and the excess fat will lead to obesity. Obesity can contribute to kidney problem, hypertension, liver issues, and the likes. So even if your work is said that you sit for long, at times stand, next, then the person will come, you are typing. At times you walk to the person. At times you are not going anywhere, but voluntary, planly, you walk at times to a next office just to pick something and come, so that your work will not promote sedentary lifestyle, which will lead to a lot of illnesses. Proper diet. You see, as we are seeing on the screen, the drivers and the rest, most people, because of the nature of our work, we eat only one way, and that one way is the food that they sell. If it's a teacher, the food that they sell on the campus. If it's a student, the food that they sell on campus. That's all. So porridge, as we were saying, porridge, then banku, that's all. Porridge, banku. But we need to eat in variety. But we forget the variety. but we want to eat only one way. And that one way will get nutrient from that one way food, but we will lack the other nutrient from the other things we are not eating. Then you get good health, but your energy level will be down, then it will break you. Some of us, the nature of our work help us not to drink water. And that's another law we mostly violate, especially those living in the air-conditioned rooms or busy places. He thinks that the time of drinking water will delay him or her, and they will not drink. Some people are selling water, but they are also not drinking water. Some people, they are selling water, but they are not drinking water because they think they are busy. But aside the busy work you are doing, have time to drink water so that your kidneys will do its work. When you feel to urinate, go and urinate. Don't think there are a lot of people waiting for you. So you are doing meeting like the MCs, our chiefs, our pastors, our counselors, because people are sitting down, meeting upon meeting upon meeting. You say, I will not drink because if I drink water, our urine will worry me. Beloved, it's good to drink water and get up to urinate than not to drink water and you will not urinate and get kidney failure. That is the choice. Trust in divine power. As you are working, don't work and neglect the one who created you. Don't only think about the profit and neglect the one who created you. Have time to worship God. Have time to pray. Have time to read your Bible. Have time to work, because that will build your spiritual health, and it will reflect physical health, and you will work physically because people will see you physical. So we need to have time trusting in divine power. Cleanliness, very, very important. The nature of the work environment, especially the mechanics. We wear one shirt, we fix this tie, then go and change engine oil, then tomorrow the same thing. We will use it for a month because we are saying we are doing dirty work. No, it's a dirty work, but you can just one working gear. When you close, you wash it. The next morning you wear. If you're having two, you wear this today, tomorrow you change it, so that dirty shirt will not affect the pores of your skin, affecting blood flow and leading to blood poisoning. At the end, you get money as the best mechanics, but because the grease, the oils in your shirt getting in contact with your skin, closing the pores, you are not sweating, so filth are retaining, then you get liver problem. Some will use their mouth to swallow the oils, and it's not good. So the more you do all these things, let's think about cleanliness. Your dress you wear, your socks you wear, not because you are busy. The men only one socks, so one socks, one shoe. Office work, one socks, one shoe. The boxer shorts and the rest. So we need to have time to be washing those things, wearing those. So our personal health, environmental hygiene, the food hygiene, the bowls hygiene, all should come to place, so that you not work and dirty can give you typhoid fever and other condition. Then the other one, purity. Not because you have money and you are a business tycoon means you can sleep with anyone anyhow. Because some individuals, because they are rich, the holiness is down. So their wife is in the house, but the wife knows that, oh, my husband is busy. And the wife knows that he's at different shift doing different work, but it's different shift doing with different woman. So if you are a businessman, or if you started up little and you get the money, as you are getting the money, don't think that holiness, a holy life, is not important. So because you have the money, you can sleep with anyone anyhow. No, because you have money, you can drink anything liquid. No, because you have money, you can enter into any places. No, but as you are having money, if you are married, you and your wife, if you are married, make sure about what you drink. Make sure about the way you conduct yourself, so that they can see you and see that, this person is Richmond media viewer, business person, or listener, business person. Hey, he's having money. At the same time, he's healthy and he's enjoying the money. That is what we are praying for. But not that you are Richmond media viewer or listener and you are a business personnel. You have your money, but every month your drugs takes all your money. That is not our wish. That is not our wish. May the good Lord and the grace of the Almighty God be with us all, so that some of us, we are addicted to the activities that affect our health. We can be able to overtake those things and have perfect health, to get perfect job, to get perfect money, to enjoy in a happy home. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother George, for giving us this in-depth understanding of my health and my business. Now we know what to do, the type of job to select or to go for in order to keep ourselves healthy or to keep our life, prolong our lives longer. As Sister Doris Odro Rabbi says, thank you so much. And then Sister Christiana Sapon says, powerful brother. Indeed, you have delivered the message to us. It's up to us, the individuals, to take what you have given us in order to follow the steps that will enhance or promote our health. As today has been a blessed day for all of us, through our brother George Ackon, good Lord has really blessed us. Let's take it and abide by these rules and regulations, and then we'll be able to live longer than what is expected of us. The same time again, health issues. 2 Ghana time to 3, UK time is 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Every Sunday. Please don't miss it. If you miss this, you are missing very important parts or issues concerning our health. Let's all invite friends and families at the same time and come along to enjoy the benefit that Richmond Media is giving to us through health issues. Until then, the same time every Sunday next week, my name is Hanna, and it is bye-bye for now. We have another program, so join us as we discuss other topics from the beginning. It is then bye-bye for now. Thank you.
Suffering.